Good morning, Cooper. This is Gil Talamo. I'm with Tritech Sales. We are the representatives for Mersen in the New York Metro Territory and North Jersey Territory. I'm here on behalf of Mersen and also for my fellow reps, Lathrop Electric Sales, who handles City Electric up in the upstate New York area, as well as Cusick Sales, that is the South Jersey and Eastern PA rep. Today I'd like to just go over a few things. One thing in particular is just some of the available tools that you have on our website. If you look at this screen here, you'll see this is just our main website. One of the things that we just recently introduced is a app for your phone. It's a product recognition app. It's available for you guys to download. You can go to the App Store and download it. Very easy. It's a nice tool. You can see the picture here. Basically, you can search any fuse part number, competitive part number. You can actually take a picture and scan a fuse after you take the picture, and it will cross over the fuse to the appropriate Mersen fuse. Here's kind of a screenshot. I was hoping to do this live on the website, but it's not possible with the WebEx. But here's just to give you an idea of some of the screen views of the app itself. You know, basically you can take the picture, you can scan it. It will identify what fuse it is, what's the correct Mersen cross. You can then pull up a catalog page from the Mersen Advisor catalog. And it does also drill down and give you additional information. You could also use it for properly sizing fuses, for motor loads and what have you. It's readily available. You can download it, like I said, right off of the app. So please take advantage of that. One other thing, just going back to the original home screen, there's quite a few things available to you. If you look up on top, there's the Resources tab. You can click on Resources tab, and you'll see where it says Mersen Knowledge Center. If you click on that link, it will bring you to a page where you can either log on if you haven't set up a log on, or you can set up a, sign up and get a log on to be able to access, our information for all sorts of training modules, training videos, and what have you. A lot of good information. There's also a product selectors. If you look kind of to the lower part of the screen where it says click links, you'll see there's EP Connect and product selector tools. EP Connect is basically the Mersen distributor portal. It's available to any Cooper person. If you do not have a log on, you can basically click on that EP Connect tab, and it will bring you to a log on screen where you can then sign up and set up a username and password. I took a few screenshots just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do with it. Here is once you go in, you'll see at the bottom, if you don't have a username and password, you can sign up. You can register and sign up, and it's very easy to do, and it does give you some real good information. This is kind of the home screen. Once you log in, you'll be able to click on account information, ordering information. This is really just a real useful tool if you're just checking stock. You need a catalog page on a particular item. You have a competitive cross-reference item of another manufacturer's fuse. You can click on that. There's also links on the bottom to the training modules and the videos that I mentioned earlier. Here's an example of just one of the most frequently used tools. If you were to click on ordering, you would then pull up a search, a product catalog. And you can actually plug in multiple items. So if you see under the multiple items section there, I plugged in 2 fuses. I click on search, and the next screen will pull up the specific item, line item by line item. It will tell you, give you a description. It'll give you what the standard packing is. It will also give you your net price, your common stock agreement pricing, and it'll give you the stock available. If you drill down once more to the product details for a particular item, here's an example of a TR200. It will tell you what the country of origin is. It gives you weights. It gives you lead times. It gives you a lot of information that you may otherwise, not have readily available. Of course, you can contact any of my company's inside staff can help. Ready, willing, and able to help you guys in any way we can. So you feel free to call us, and I'm sure the same goes for the Cusick and Latchet people. But again, this is a useful tool, and it's real simple to sign up and get online and started. If you need any assistance with this, please reach out to your individual rep salesperson, and they can help you get set up, or just go online and just click on the sign up page, and you'll be able to get started right away. Some additional topics that I wanted to cover, and we have talked about this in the past, so I'm going to be brief, but I just wanted to re-emphasize some of the newer products that we have available. The first being surge protection devices, SPDs. Mersen has a full line of SPD products from panel mount devices on up to service entrance. Here's a snapshot of what we have available really in the external mounts to panels. You'll see from the STXH, which is really kind of a low-end unit for an air conditioner disconnect or for your residential electrical panel, on up to the STZ, which is basically the Cadillac and for large incoming service and feeders. Here's a breakdown of the product line, again from smallest to largest, and here's an example of some of the targeted markets. Basically, anybody that has any kind of an issue with premature devices failing in a plant or in a facility, there's a good chance it's due to that they're getting bombarded by surges and transients that are basically being fed back onto their system, the electrical system. So by installing a SPD, in many cases, it can solve your problem. So it's a really kind of a low-cost solution to any of your customers that are, basically complaining about either PLCs that are failing or the programmable logic is getting corrupted, and they can't really pinpoint what the problem is. This is a great product to put in, and many times will solve the problems. And again, here's just some of the different markets. It's pretty much across the board, from panel builders. We have the internal mount units that are DIN rail mountable with removable, replaceable modules, all the way up to the service entrance, as I mentioned. Here's an example of our STXH series, which again is kind of our lower end. This is a $45, $46 cost to Cooper. This really is something that you guys should be offering to every customer that buys an electrical panel that goes over the counter. It mounts in the knockout on the side of the disconnect, has LED indicators to let you know if it's functioning properly, very easy to install, just a definite must for not just disconnects, but also any kind of your service entrance panels as well. Also wanted to mention, we do also have surge protection devices for LED applications. Obviously, LED is a big thing these days, so keep in mind that we do have a full line of LED surge protection. So just give us a call if you have an application. We'd be glad to help you with that. Next topic really is just kind of a recap on the engineered panels. We have the elevator switch panel. It's a shunt trip switch. These are becoming more and more popular. Again, all you need to do is send in a request to our inside sales group, whether it's Tritech or the other reps. You can send us a competitor part number, or we can cross it over to the appropriate Mersen item. But we're seeing more and more activity on this particular product, so by all means, please give us an opportunity to quote on this for you. The Mersen Fuse Coordination Panel, this has been a relatively new product. We have talked about this over the past 2 years. It's gaining more and more acceptance as it gets more and more specified by the consultants. Again, it's a way to properly select, have selective coordination in an electrical panel. Very difficult to do without using fuses. And what we're doing is using a fuse circuit breaker combination. The actual panel itself is a square deep panel, and we're using our ultra-safe fuse holders to provide the selective coordination on short circuit conditions. So it's really kind of using the best of both worlds, which is use the circuit breaker for overload protection for its convenience and resettability, and using the fuse for the short circuit protection. By doing this, it allows us to only require 3 different ampere ratings on the fuses to fill this panel. And again, it is a square D panel that we buy out and supply with our fuse holders and fuses. By all means, please send us any requests if you need any assistance with contractors or even engineers where you're looking to substitute another brand and you need assistance. That's where we come in. Let us know. We do deal with the consultants and we can go see them. We are making a lot of efforts to do seminars and lunch and learns and PDHs for the engineering community. And if you have anybody in mind, we can certainly go see them. Another thing that we do get involved with, these are more custom-oriented type products, but fused cabinets, again, this can be configured in a whole host of ways. I would just like to mention that if you have any applications where you see an opportunity for this and you're looking for something a little bit custom, please serve it up to us, and we can certainly try to help you on that. Last topic really is just to kind of review the Mersen Fuse Control Program. Again, this is really a replacement fuse program of old and outdated fuses. Why is it important? What's the benefit to the customer? Here's really your key points. It's improved workplace safety. Obviously, OSHA has a lot to say, and NFPA 70E has a lot to say about work safety, for its people. A way to provide that type of safety is by upgrading their fuses. So that's really the #1 point. It also will decrease operating costs. It will reduce downtime. It allows you to streamline inventory by basically getting rid of a lot of the old fuses that are in a facility. And it also achieves code compliance. So many reasons to want a customer to do this. Now, why would the customer be interested? Again, as I mentioned, safety is critical. Liability is an issue. So it's in their best interest to make sure that their employees and their personnel, and whether it's a plant or facility, to make sure that they have proper protection and eliminate any kind of safety hazards. Most of the facilities that are out there have so many fuses that are outdated, obsolete, and downright dangerous and should be removed from the facility. Basically, that's what we're offering to do. We come in and we identify what kind of fuses they have, and we upgrade them to the proper, what we call Amtrap 2000 family of fuses. This will reduce their inventory count, and again, it's something that you're adding as a value-added service to your customer. How do we do it? Real simple. We just need to identify these customers. We make a joint sales call to introduce the program. We get a date scheduled to do. As part of this whole change out, we do an arc flash and fuse safety training on site for their maintenance and facilities people. We get an inventory of the storeroom fuses. We use that as a premise of what is in the facility. We submit a Excel spreadsheet to the factory. They provide us with a full-blown report with a consolidation of what the fuses would be to replace the existing fuses there. We come in, we perform the safety training, we present the proposal to the customer, which includes an initial stock order replacement, and we secure the order. Once the order is received through Cooper, we arrange to send one of our personnel in to remove all of the old fuses, install all the new fuses in their storeroom, and we add conversion sheets so that if they do have a fuse that goes out at, say, 4 o'clock on a Saturday morning, they basically can identify that fuse by looking at the conversion sheet and pick out the appropriate fuse, which should be sitting on their shelf. So that's basically it. Really, it's a great opportunity to again, provide value-added services, by Cooper to their end customer. These could be industrial customers. It could be, a large facility. It doesn't necessarily have to be industrial, but any facility that has any amount of fuses would be a good candidate. And like I said, just serve up the opportunity and we can run with it on your behalf. Again, this is just recapping how we can sell more fuses to your end user customers. That's basically what I had for you guys today. Please feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name is Gil Talamo with TriTech at any time. And also, please reach out to your individual sales reps in your particular location. And if we can help you in any way, by all means, we certainly do that. So thank you very much for your time.
Question.
Oh.
I don't know what specific this was in regard to, but they said, are other distributors successful with the conversions?
Yes. To answer that question, when we do get opportunities to go in and sit with an end user, the success rate is very high because, again, it's not a very expensive thing to upgrade. We identify the fuses that they need to replace. We go in, we work up. We typically break down the fuses to different category fuses and do it over several purchase orders so that it would be a fairly easy thing for the customer to place those orders. And, the benefit of basically cleaning out all their inventory. Most places that we've been to, they just have way too much space being used by the fuses. By simply eliminating all of the old stuff and putting in the new stuff, it saves them space. Everybody is very, very hot on doing any type of arc flash and fuse safety training, and we do incorporate some other products along with it, Meltrick, for instance, and also PPE clothing. So it's a very well-received training, and again, it's not a big commitment on the part of the customer. So yes, we have definitely had success when we're brought in for opportunities. Okay. Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate you taking the time. And like I said, please reach out to me anytime.
Are the trainings eligible for CEU credits?
Some of the seminars that we do are for like a professional development hour. So it's just a matter of whether the person is a PE that can take advantage of it. So it would depend on the person. But yes, most of what we do training-wise, when we have our factory guy come in, it does count as a professional development hour. I don't know if that answers your question, but.
All right, guys, it'll be another 30 seconds. If you have any more questions, please type them in now.
That's it. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and have a great day.